What have I got myself into? This was an R1M Yamaha 2016, and I'm in the process, if you can see, it's a bit small in here. By the way, this is like a typical sized UK garage. I can pretty much touch each side of it. This is what we get in the UK. This is like standard. Most houses don't even have a garage. So all you guys in the States with your amazing basements and you can fit like 3 cars in, this is it for me. This is it. With a load of crap everywhere. And old calendars from May 2012. Anyway, this is a bit of an update really. Mainly, I wanted to show you the jizziness of this full Akraprovic system, which is now on the bike. This is the full race system, available from the Yamaha parts website, and it is pretty insane. I think a couple of you might have seen some pictures on Instagram that I posted the other day of it literally spitting flames. We'll turn it on in a minute and see if we can get it to flame up. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update on what's going on. So this is a strip down in order to put some track fairings on, to ride it on circuit without worrying about damaging these, which I think retail, they're about, the full R1M fairing kit retail from Yamaha is about 5,000 quid, which is just, it's kind of bonkers really, it's a bit stupid. So I wanted to take those off, and I've got some other fairing parts over there which I'll come to later. But yeah, it's been quite a struggle, to be honest, getting all this stuff off here when you don't really know what you're doing, and I'm a bit of a mechanical noob. However, this bike is actually fairly easy to strip down. It's all quite intuitive, and this is the whole headlight assembly. I thought when I first started that I'd have to take out all the different individual headlights and the lasery bits and the LED bits, but actually this all kind of comes off in one unit. I should really have recorded doing it, but to be honest with you, I'm a bit nervous. I've been a bit nervous about stripping this down because it's a very expensive bike and I didn't want to screw it up. So I started off like, oh, I'll just undo this little bit, or I'll just do that, and then just basically just thought, fuck it, it's my bike, and just committed. You never get anything done unless you fully commit, so with that in mind, I just started getting stuck in. What was the worst bit? Probably the tail, which I've left on because I wanted to. This isn't a video about how this bike's going to look necessarily, because I'm still kind of playing with some ideas. But this may give you a little bit of a hint of the rough direction I'm going. I wanted to get something to match this tank, and I still want it to feel like an M, because it is an M. It's quite a special, iconic bike. So I still wanted it to feel pretty cool. I mean, I could have painted it blue or whatever, but I don't see the point really. It's kind of, you know, you've bought the most expensive one. You may as well show off about it and be tarty. So I wanted to do a kind of homage to that original scheme. So I found this is like a chrome wrap, which I found in the garage. Can you see my hand reflecting in it? And originally I bought that for my old Honda because I was going to wrap the belly pan in that, and it's just been sat in the garage for ages, so I just thought, you know what, I may as well use it. And it actually goes quite well with the brushed tank, which I'm going to leave exposed. And I know it's expensive and you can get all sorts of tank covers for it, but I thought, it's an M, that's why you bought it, show it off. So this is a full carbon fibre tail unit, Kevlar lined in there. That's kind of what the old Honda looked like, and it's kind of inside out. I was going to go Kevlar for this, but I've kind of done that, so I'm moving on a little bit and just want to get just be a bit different really. I feel like I've done the Kevlar thing. You know, I wanted, again, it doesn't really suit this bike. It's quite a metallic-y metal Terminator 2 sort of don't know, it feels very, very metallic, and Kevlar doesn't feel very metallic to me as a material. But anyway, I digress in wanky, bloody, arty-farty stuff. So at the moment, I'm going to keep the wheels as well. Can't really afford to do anything else, so they're staying. I've got some other nice little carbon bits. This is a little hugger from Carbon Conquest. Again, a bit like the HP4 stuff, you can find a 10% discount on the rewards code system we do, so I'll stick that in the link in the description. That's 10% off all carbon fibre for all makes of bikes, etc. Provided, obviously, they provide it, Carbon Conquest. I've got some Spider rear sets to go on here. Again, you can get 10% off on the website. I'll put a code up for those, so they should be quite nice. And what else have we got? I'm awaiting a hugger from them as well. I'm going to keep all the stock intakes and stuff at the moment. The stock fairing stays up here. And just kind of build it up slowly. I'm in no massive rush, you know. I'm in no massive rush to do this, and I want to make sure I do it right. Engine protection, I'm definitely going to go for GB Racing. Just waiting for some of that shizzle to turn up. Again, I've got some levers here. I mean, levers, I don't really have a massive problem with stock levers, to be honest. I find stock levers actually pretty good, but you know, I just thought, oh, sod it. They look black and they look nice. Again, it's just a bit of a tarty thing. And they do fold, so if you do have an accident, you know, that bit folds up and it may not smash up everything. Again, that's a Yamaha, official Yamaha part. I think Gillies Tooling make them, how do you say it? Gillies. What else has been a bit of a problem? This has been a bit of a problem, actually. This is... Oh, we've gone all dark. Sorry, I just changed the ISO quickly, so if it's gone grainy, that's why. So this thing, which is flapping around, is actually the ECU. Oh, good craftsmanship. And the stop panels, this is mounted inside with some heat shielding here, so I've got a bit of work to do here to try and figure out how to mount this nicely, and I think I'm probably going to take advantage of this standard stock part, which kind of sits in there. Yeah, this feels a bit fragile to me, so I need a bit of work to do there. I've got this dirt here. This is a bit of a wiring mess, but it all seems to be pretty compact and tidy, at least. And I'm going to leave all the stock. I'm not going to bother going and changing the loom and all that rubbish. It's a bit of a nightmare. Obviously, the forks, they're Öhlins electronic suspension ding dang doodly dods. So that's the technical name, of course. They're staying. That's the forks and the shock. So we'll see how we get on with them. Interestingly, I have preferred running it in the manual mode on track. It seems to have a little bit more grip and a little bit more feedback. And interestingly, it seemed to help the braking. And I don't know whether that's because under braking the forks are compressing a little, stiffening a little bit, which gives you that vagueness. So that could be something to do with the brakes. I do definitely want to change the brakes somehow. And I'm just going to start with the cheapest option, which is sticking some decent pads in it. For a lot of OEM parts are designed, you know, those pads will be designed to go for 4,000, 5,000 miles on a normal road use, so they're going to be very hard, and I think we need to get some more bite into that system. This is the old stock can with the cat on it, and it weighs an awful lot. So with all these bits that I've stripped off, we've already reduced the weight considerably. So yeah, so I've already stripped out quite a lot of weight. I mean, there's an amazing amount of panels. In fact, this is the ECU panel actually here. So that's the heat protection foam stuff, and the ECU sits in there. But all of this stuff, it all adds up. You know, you think, oh, it's not going to make much difference. But if you shave a bit of weight off wherever you can, I mean, ideally, you know, if it was full-time track bike, which I still haven't decided, I still want to be able to ride it on the road. You know, you'd remove the horn, you change the wiring loom and all that stuff, but the time and effort involved in that, I basically should just stop eating burgers and that'll save the same amount of weight. But, you know, weight is always a good thing to shed, bike-wise and human-wise. It all still turns on, I think. Let's have a little look. Yeah. No issues, no warnings, which is always nice if you've stripped a bike down and it doesn't go Should we try and turn it on? Sorry neighbours, is that working? Hopefully a bit more of le flammage. That's it, I've got my mask on, I'm leaving. Okay, door's open. Well, it was open anyway, but it's open more now. Okay, I'm gonna go inside before I die. So yeah, I don't know what sort of track's gonna let me on with that noise level, but the baffle actually does a pretty good job of calming things down. I'm just gonna stand outside because it's a bit smelly. Don't quite fancy passing out just yet. So yeah, so that's the status really. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. You can see all the lovely Kevlar inside that. We'll go on to that later. I'll do that in another vid. Once I've got the design right that I want to do, because I kind of want to make this into like a 44 race bike. So all the companies we work with, I want to use as sponsors basically. So it kind of effectively helps me out and becomes a bit of a advertising thing really, I suppose. I know you're going to go, oh, fucking advertising, but you know, it helps you guys out as well. So I don't think it's not like I'm sucking off the teat and I've just got a load of adverts for Durex on the bike, which I don't mind, Durex, if you want to get in touch. So indeed, this is a full-on jizz machine. By the way, jizz machine stickers are back in stock at the moment, so they're in the shop. I'll put a link in the description, and I've got some carbon fibre ones here and some reflective mirrored ones, which are going to go on this, and maybe a gold one, just because I like gold, because I'm kind of into that whole Peter Stringfellow strip club thing. So yeah, lots of work to do. I'm off to Slovakia now with the HP4. I wanted to take the R1, but it's not ready yet. So I'll be over in Slovakia leaving tomorrow. The bike's already been shipped, so that'll be a nice little time, and I'll do some track time. Oh, this was a pain, by the way, trying to get this off the standard unit. This is the data logger, and mount it all, wire it all through. It's a bit of a mess under there. Anyway, looking forward to it. Thank you all for watching. In fact, no, let's do the classic ending on a jizzy minge.